love this man. I'm not just saying because he's listening to my introduction of him or for the fact that he had me write a blurb for his book. And I was referred to in the back of this book as a sports broadcasting legend, which I greatly appreciate that terminology.
Did you write that part too?
I did not. I did not. The occasionally accurate annals of football where all your books can be acquired. The great Dan Patrick here. How are you, DP? How are you?
I'm great, legend. I'm great.
I am legend. I am legend. Fun book, DP. This is a fun book. Congrats on it. How did this come about, sir? Bring on.
Joel Cohen writes for The Simpsons.
Okay.
And he called me up and he said, would you be interested in being on a Simpsons episode?
Yeah.
And I said, of course. I said, as long as I'm not playing myself, absolutely. He said, yeah, you'll be a play-by-play guy. Homer is in a rock skipping contest and you'll be the play-by-play voice.
Yeah.
And I said, you got me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he goes, I got a couple of questions. We don't get to vent like you get to every day, but me and my friends have a couple of questions. So he started running down all these things that he had problems with football. And then we played a game of verbal tennis. Like he would send me something and then I'd send it back. And then we just started talking. And then he goes, I wrote down this stuff while we're talking. Would you want to write a book? And I go, yeah. I didn't think we were going to write a book, but he said, do you want to write a book? And I go, yeah, like, okay. More importantly, let me know when you want me to do the Simpsons episode.
That's right.
So he gets back to me.
More importantly. Right.
Yes. And he goes, hey, I got somebody interested in the book. And I go, what book? And he goes, no, the book we're talking about. And he goes, I got Andy Richter, some guys from Saturday Night Live. And like everybody has, I said, so basically you guys can write a book for me.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, no, you have to have, some input.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So we just kind of went over topics and nothing was off limits because most of these books, when you think of the NFL, the books are serious. They're about gladiators. They're about men. They're about moments, all of these things. And we were like, we're not about any of that stuff. We want to talk about Kenny Stabler with bacon rolled cigarettes that he used to smoke. Like anything that's silly, have fun, butt fumble. We made a sermon out of the Immaculate Reception. We just had fun with it. And hopefully everybody else will go into it with a sense of humor.
And in that vein, here's a question I got for you. I don't think I've ever asked this of you. Because, being let me get this back here, a sports broadcasting legend of my own right, I noticed when you were handing out the Lombardi Trophy, those multiple Super Bowls for the NBC and the Peacock Network, there would be like a tug of war with the microphone with an owner. It's just one. Who was the one with the most kung fu like grip that you had a tug of war with the most for a microphone on that podium again?
The co-owner of the Giants, Steve Tisch.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happened? What happened?
Well, you never give up the microphone.
Ever.
So here I am on the podium. There's 100 million people watching this. And he grabs the microphone. And so he thinks that I'm going to just give it to him and then he's going to go and he's going to ad lib. He's going to vent. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. And I'm pulling it back. So you see his hand pulling the microphone and it's only moving about, 4 or 5 inches, like to his side. And then I'm bringing it back and he's not giving it up. I mean, he is going to get that microphone. And I have my producer in my ear who's saying, do not give up that bleeping microphone. I got 100 million people watching, and this is what's going on. I got Steve Tisch grabbing the microphone, and I am pulling as hard as I can to make sure that he doesn't get the microphone. Finally, he gives up.
Yeah.
He releases, and then I hold the microphone there. Jeffrey Lurie of the Eagles.
Okay.
He goes, hey, when we get done, I got one more thing I want to say. So it's usually 2 questions. And then all of a sudden, he surprised me and he grabbed the microphone. He got it.
A brotherly shove.
He got it.
He got a brotherly shove before the brotherly shove.
So, I've had awkward moments on the podium where Eli won the MVP. And then he, I think, had a Toyota sponsorship or Nissan, and it was a black-on-black Corvette, and he had won the MVP. They give you a card. So I got a card, and I'm reading it. I look down, I go, and such and such blank, Eli Manning, you are the Super Bowl MVP. And as a result, you get this black-on-black Chevy Corvette, blah, 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 blah. I finish. I got the keys. And I look up, and Eli is off the podium.
What?
And so I'm holding the keys to the Corvette.
And?
He walked off.
Yeah.
And I yell while I'm on the podium. I turn around. I'm like, Eli! He comes back up, and I basically said, here's your damn keys. And then I find out later that he didn't want to be associated with Chevrolet.
He bolted. He ghosted.
Yes. And I came this close to saying to Tom Brady after Malcolm Butler had the interception, shouldn't you give Malcolm the I almost said that. I almost guilted Brady into giving Malcolm the truck. And I thought, that's not my job.
Yeah.
My job is just to say hello to the commissioner, couple interviews, send everybody on their merry way, and good night, everybody. Back up to you, Bob Costas. And I almost said, because I really believe that. It's like Tom got the MVP. All right, great. Malcolm should get the truck. Tom.
Give him the truck. But Brockman just got in my ear. Did he do that? Did he actually give him the truck?
Yeah, he ended up later on.
Later.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Great minds, Dan.
I know.
Great minds.
I know.
And plus, now I'm mandated to say, with Eli ghosting you like that, now you know how most of us feel like going out with you for a night of drinks, Dan, at the end of the night.
Wow.
Do you mind me going there with you?
Yeah, I always have exit strategy. I am a professional.
You are.
I do it to my family, though, Rich.
Do you
just
really?
To be honest.
So
yes.
I shouldn't take it.
No.
personally.
We'll have a party.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my wife knows that poof, I'll just disappear.
You'll
and,
do it to Sue? Are you serious?
Yes,
You really
yes,
will?
I do. Yeah, and my kids know it too. They'll be, where's Dad? He's bed? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Weddings, even at your own kid's wedding?
No,
Okay.
no, nothing like that.
All right.
No.
Okay.
I know
So
my
much-
place. Yeah. Yes. We had a Christmas party.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like 11:30 and it had been raging the whole time. And I'm just tired. And the bartender's gone, and then I'm thinking, all right, it's time for me to go to bed. The Stones are playing. I mean, the music was playing, not the Stones themselves.
Yes,
but
sir. Yes.
it's blaring, it's blasting down in my basement. And I get ready to sneak upstairs. And I got 50 guys in the basement. And my wife goes, where are you going? And I go, to bed? She goes, no, you're not. So I tried to sneak out of the basement and tried to stay down there for like an hour and a half later until everybody left.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.